Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. The action has already started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass.
He's had a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that is doing no harm at all. And he cuts out the supply. That's an imaginative pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that looks a good ball through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Martinez. Oh, easy pickings there. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
And it's Ricci.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for the run. That's good vision. He's one on, and Martinez! Goal! Inter!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Shifted it to the flank. Searching pass he's played there. That is a great pick out. And the shot! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Aimed beyond the defence.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Barella, out to the left it goes.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Barella, charging forward, the ball at his feet. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Looking for options for movement. Totti. And he's quick to get it clear again.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's found a way through.
Martinez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Martinez.
Martinez!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Zaccagni, and they win it back again. Dumfries is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to...
And Martinez! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Belanova. Salmakers.
Inter have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
It's a pretty loose pass. Salmakers tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Might be dangerous. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's half-time here. Some first-half thoughts?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Here we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably...
That's been cut out, well played. Salmakers. And this is Totti. And that's another good win of the ball. There's a sharp little ball here. Thuram is in a really good position out wide. Belanova. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. De Vrij gets it clear. Zielinski, Pavlovic kept his eye on it, and he's there. Çalhanoğlu.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Shot could be on. Big chance! We've got a goal! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Barella!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Thuram. And it's Barella. And this is Totti.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a searching pass. Zaccagni, nicely weighted ball. Batasagi receives it in a wide position. That's gone for a throw-in. Çalhanoğlu cuts it out. Barella. Inter Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
No, that's been intercepted. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Thuram. He's picked his way through. Salmakers. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Probing pass. That's been slipped through. Brilliantly cut out. And he's intervened well there.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Oh, that's fabulous.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And here's Totti. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 15.
Batistuta, ready to
Numero
try
6.
one.
Numero 7. Numero 22. Numero 10.
And that was
Lasciano in
very
campo per
necessary.
Il numero 25.
And it's
Il numero
DiMarco.
95. Il numero 16. Il numero
And it's
17.
Batistuta.
Il numero 14. Attenzione.
And he's there to
cambio.
clear it. Diouf.
Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Ambitious ball here. Thiaw calmly anticipates. Good ball, good take. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Inter Milan must do something here, and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Thuram.
Inter really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
He's found a chance, surely! It's a goal! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Bastoni is there to clear. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a brief breather, and then extra time.
Contatti subito il più vicino membro dello staff.
Into extra time we go. Inter Milan displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Played into space. Not the most accurate pass. It's gone out for a throw-in. Looking to play him in. And the finish! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead. DiMarco. Thiaw gets across to intercept that. Nicely shaped ball. Neatly clipped into space. Chance for a shot! He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
DiMarco. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. He's had it taken off him. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Retegui. Well timed, excellent interception. That is ended up in no man's land. Hit into the middle, punched away. It's a goal kick. Well, that is one way to stop him. Looks a good ball through. Big header! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile seguire l'esibizione del nostro ospite d'onore anche sul maxi schermo.